did pretty good. Skating practices, I thought the ice was a little choppy, but I thought that there was a lot of good signs out there. A lot of good young players playing like it's not the middle of July.
How much more importance does a day like tomorrow have where these other shit come in?
Well, I think tomorrow will be almost like they'll be all energetic, but it's the same token of feeling out process. I mean, I think they'll be better in the Saturday game and the Thursday game than tomorrow. It's just like I think they're better today than they were yesterday. But they're probably just as anxious to get playing because those skates will be pretty tough at the end of the practice, and they'd much prefer to play.
What was it about coaching success again this year and how that translates?
Well, it gives you the depth. I mean, it's these guys are banging at the door to make the team, and it wouldn't surprise me if more than 2 or 3 Hershey guys are on the Caps team this year. I mean, and I'm sure the guys that have been with the Caps, they're looking over their shoulders. These young guys are coming up and pushing for jobs. When you win 2 Calder Cups in a row, that means you're good. And I think we talked about it here earlier that there was reasons when we got injuries that we didn't seem to lose a lot because the talent that we could bring up was always very good. So I think camp is going to be very interesting.
You've got, speaking of Hershey, 3 guys have played in the Calder Cup playoffs this year. We're at camp this week. You got a couple guys who are used to playing against men in European leagues. But let's go to the other end of the spectrum. Talk to me about Caleb Herbert, who's played high school hockey in Minnesota last year, and does in Stevenson, Saskatchewan League. How do those guys measure up playing against a higher level competition?
I think skill-wise, Caleb is doing really good. Sometimes when you've only played high school hockey, the structure isn't what it is at this level, and I think he had a little trouble catching on a little bit on not on the drills, but on the way we play, because it's more go, go, go. And I think with Dustin, it's just a learning experience. You play in the Alberta or Saskatchewan Junior League, and then you're coming to something like this. It's a little bit of a step, but they'll get acclimated to it. They've got this and they've got training camp, and they're still only 18, or Herbert is, young kids. So, I mean, I just think scouting is such a tough job because you're looking at how good are these guys going to be in 4 years. So it's, I think the skating and everything, and I think the experience you're going to take from this is tremendous.
How hard is it for guys who are here for their first time to grasp your system and the way the Caps play? And do you see guys like, say, Phil DeSimone, who's been here 2 or 3 years, do you see them just sort of moving right in and picking up where they left off from previous?
It's a lot easier said than done. I mean, they go, like for Phil, he goes with Dickie Millie in New Hampshire. I'm sure 3 years they're doing things totally different than us. So it's hard. We threw a lot at them this morning. And I told them it's really tough to pick it all up. We just want to see how much. We don't expect it to be perfect. We want to get an idea. The guys that have been here, they might go through it once or twice. Oh yeah, now I remember. It's something probably very foreign to them. You're right. And we work at it for 6 months. And it's not till February till the guys really hone in. It shouldn't be that way now because I've been with the same guys for numerous years. But it'll be the first 10 days of training camp they'll be trying to remember everything.
Seriously though, Wade Hope, here's a kid who's very talented and mentally, right there. Top prospects, but he's got a weird situation. He's got 2 of the best prospects in the whole world sitting in front of him. What does he have to do to A, prove himself, and B, not,
Well, I think he's doing everything in the world right now to prove himself. And I mean, here's a guy that was expected to play most of the year in the East Coast last year, and he ended up being the #1 goalie for an awful long time. And so I mean, he's a year ahead of himself right now. And this year he's going to go down there knowing he's an incumbent down there, and so I think his confidence should be high. And you look at him out here, he's a tremendous shooter. He works his rear end off. He's always doing it with a smile. I mean, the cream always rises to the top. And I mean, Newby and Barley are 2 years ahead of him. It'll be interesting to see where Braden is at the same time frame.
Danny Sabrin kind of adds a element to the dynamic down there. The better guys like him in some of the league. I mean, does that put a little pressure on him that he didn't have last year?
I don't think it puts any pressure on him. I think if Danny's the kind of guy you think he is, that they're going to support each other really well, and they're going to hope each other, wish the best for each other every time they go out there. And it's not like one is going to sit on the bench for a long period of time. They're going to play, so it'll be good.
Joe Finley missed most of last season. How's his skating version?
Joe Finley has been great. His attitude has been great. His movements have been great. His strength, he's 265 pounds. It's been ridiculous. But he's got the attitude of a 5'11". He doesn't carry himself, like a 6'7". He's jovial. He's out here having a good time. He's not outspoken, but he's outgoing. And I think he's going to be given a really good chance to crack that.
Does it take longer for big guys, you think, to develop?
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're 5-year projects. Look, it took Chara how long for him to get good. I mean, you can go Andy Sutton, all these big defensemen. It takes Hal Gill. I mean, Jeff Schultz. And we force-fed Jeff Schultz into it. When he first came up. But I mean, these guys all take longer to develop, so you just got to have to be a little bit patient and understand that they'll be good when it's their time. Is that still on the cards? It was an experiment. We've done, you've seen it in every sport where a guy comes out of college or junior and he might be a center fielder and you turn him into a shortstop, or he might be an offensive lineman, you turn him into a defensive lineman. Hockey's no different. We just thought that the way he skates, if he could get in on the forecheck, he'd be a really good player at that position. Well, you know what? He likes defense better, so we want to put him in a position to succeed, and he's going to play defense and see where it goes.
Who's your short list of players who stood out to you today? If there was just 3 or 4 guys.
I think Johansson. You know what? I hate to say like the first round guys and everything, but I noticed the Kuznetsovs and Johansson and Eakin and Chernamaz or whatever his name is. What's his name? Chernobyl. I call him Chernobyl. But I mean, I thought he was good. I mean, there's a lot of guys that are surprising me that I have to look at the sheets and go, yeah, he had a good day. He's had a good day, and I don't want to leave everybody out. But the cast of characters that are good. The Capitals, George didn't make any mistakes when him and Ross drafted those guys. They're good. That's like Gustafson, I think, is twice the player he was last year. He's really showing me a lot. His skating is strong. I'm looking forward probably him as much as anybody to see in the scrimmages this week.
Great. Thanks, Bruce.
Can I get something on
2 more? Okay. Sorry.
Stefan Del Robert?
Good Toronto boy, and he works his rear end off, and that's you get these, and I'm being from Toronto, and I've seen how these Italians are passionate about the game, and he's going to be a hard-working guy that's going to be a tough guy not to want to keep on your team. That's the way I look at it.
Coach, what do you think about Cody Eakin? Seems like he was impressive last year. What kind of development have you seen out of him since then?
He's going to be a great player. He was great in the playoffs last year for Hershey, and we almost feel it's a shame he has to go back to junior
Yeah.
because he's done so well.
Appreciate it.
Okay.